Welcome to the fifth and last day of the Rimac's task development. I spent hours and hours and hours and hours, multiple different ways to try and get the frame number that was being edited back into the graphical side so I could update the slider and the percentage. You would not believe how hard that is, and you would not believe that no one else in the world has run into it, because I'm running the video overlay code in a separate file in a separate thread, and it all needs to be hanging off one and only one instance of this data interchange object in all of the memory of the entire application. And to get the C++ side and the QML side to agree that they will only ever both interact with this one object, ugly. But it's pretty sweet now that it's working. And that's the last real thing I wanted to get working. I know I'm stuck with not being able to write out the video file, but hey, I can't do anything about that. So when I click edit now, I select some of the things, and
okay, let's switch to the next topic. Let's go
very
over the
loud.
activities that we need to do in calendar wiki.
It's very loud, but you can see I am now showing the percentage and the slider bars coming across from C++ to QML. Thank you, baby Jesus. And that's the last major thing to do. So then I went through all the code, I commented things nicely, I deleted anything that was experimental code or debugging statements, except for that one. Then I packaged it up. I created a repo on GitHub, uploaded all the code to it as brand new to me, first time I've ever done anything with GitHub. Oh, and I pop over here. I made a README file, which you can see right here. This is the repo, MW-Brown42 Rimac's task. It's a list of all my files, and the code is in this subdirectory. This is all the code and the images that make it work. Then I made this README file that goes along with it, and it talks about the structure of the application, and it's got what I did to research it. You have to install this graphical codec pack. It's got screenshots of everything coming through, more screenshots, and then it shows the video frame, the edited list, some highlights in the code of what it took me to do. Then I tried to install and run it on Ubuntu Linux desktop, and I just couldn't get anywhere because there was a ton of errors that are definitely not my fault. It's like QColor is an unknown type. I mean, every framework in the world has color in it, and somehow it thinks that I am not addressing the color properly anyway. So the last thing is this video file not being generated business. I explain my process of thinking about the FFmpeg solution and come to a conclusion. I also created a video to accompany that, which I actually linked to in the GitHub. It's up here in the README. And we pop over here, and this shows an overview of the code, how all the code works, and then I run through the user interface. I show how to go through all the dialogues, how to set the editing factors, and basically wrap it up. So I have now emailed the HR lady and Denis and Josip from the development team. I've emailed them a link to my repo, and I'm done. This is in their ball court right now. I have all my fingers and toes crossed. We'll see what happens. I mean, I wasn't able to get the video writing thing done, but I don't think that's the main point of the assignment. The main point of the assignment is you can put in all the work, you can learn the toolkit, you can build an application with some rich features in it, they're not going to be too worried that I'm not able to write the file, because I don't think anybody is, frankly.